Hello and welcome to GameBoy Classics. In this installment, the game is Balloon Kid, released by Pax Sofnica, a Nintendo second-party developer, in 1990. Balloon Kid is something of a spiritual sequel to Balloon Fight on Famicom and NES, which itself was a sort of spiritual sequel to William Electronic's 1982 classic Joust. Based loosely on the balloon trip mode of the original Balloon Fight, Balloon Kid is now something of a platformer and adds new mechanics to what was in the original game. Noteworthy is that it continues the series tradition of auto-scrolling levels that oddly scroll to the left, which is completely backwards to normal platforming conventions. It is also noteworthy that your main character, Alice, is a young girl, a rather unusual protagonist choice, especially for a game of this vintage. The object is to collect balloons, avoid enemies, and reach the goal of each level. Occasionally there are also bosses to fight, but these are not the primary focus of the game. As mentioned before, Balloon Kid has new mechanics added to the game that were not found in the original Balloon Fight. One of these new mechanics is that you can reinflate your balloons if they pop. All you need to do is find somewhere to land and rapidly press down to reinflate your balloons. You want to always have two balloons whenever possible, not only to give you a second chance if one balloon pops, but also because you have better control over your movements with two balloons rather than just one. Just like the original Balloon Fight, Balloon Kid has a mini-game where you have to collect balloons that come out of pipes, and if you collect all of them, you get an extra life. The deeper into the game you play, the more difficult this mini-game becomes, so don't be deceived by how easy this mini-game appears at first. Once you collect 48 balloons, a power balloon will appear. The power balloon works just like the star in Super Mario Bros. And makes you invincible, making you completely immune to enemies and in fact being able to remove them entirely from the stage. It only lasts a short while, but while it lasts, it's a whole lot of fun. Another new mechanic is letting go of your balloons and setting out on foot. This isn't a platformer in the Mario sense, but sometimes you need to do this to get through narrow passageways and to attack bosses. Balloon Kid is quite simply excellent. The early parts of the game are quite easy, but the later stages do ramp up the difficulty and offers more challenge than I was expecting. The cartridge isn't really all that expensive, and even if you don't own a Game Boy of some sort, the game is also available on the 3DS store for a modest price. Balloon Kid has a strange history in that the game was only released in the West, never in Japan on the original Game Boy. As all good things come to those who wait, Japan did eventually get 2 enhanced builds of Balloon Kid. The first was on the Famicom, reprogrammed by CharacterSoft, the video game arm of Sanrio, starring of course their famous character Hello Kitty, in the Japan-only Famicom game Hello Kitty World. The second Japan-only version of Balloon Kid came in 2000 for the Game Boy Color, once again handled by Pax Sofnica, who had taken the unusual step of saving the source code for a Game Boy game. The Game Boy Color version of Balloon Kid completely colorized the game, and it gained the Japanese title of Balloon Kid GB. Unfortunately, this game was only distributed via the Nintendo Power Data Service, meaning it was never available at retail in the conventional sense, and thus finding a copy nowadays is extremely difficult. Well anyway guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about Balloon Kid, feel free to leave those in the comment section down below, and please hit the like button because hitting the like button helps support my channel and lets me know that you guys want to see more videos like this. So until next time guys, thanks for watching and take care.